In this video, we'll be going over 7 amazing tips to customize your Canvas homeroom or any Canvas course to make it more interactive, more engaging, and more welcoming to students and parents for the first week of school. So one of the first things you should do is you should think about updating your homepage. This is the main page that students and parents will come to when they access either your homeroom or your main grade level course. And the main thing that we want right away is that you have updated contact information, picture, a bio, office hours, your email address, all of that sort of essential contact information should be visible right here on the homepage. So to do that, we're going to go into edit mode for our homepage. You can type here your name, your email address, your office hours, and feel free to expand on this section. There is plenty of room, so you could list some information about your hobbies, your schooling, past experience, whatever you want your students and families to know about you as the teacher. Put that information in this section. For our profile picture, we actually have a template image in here. So what we can do to get rid of this is click on the image so that the sides turn this blue highlighted color. Hit your backspace or delete key on your keyboard to get rid of that. And then we need to actually upload our own profile picture. To do that, you will need a profile image that you've downloaded to your computer. And then we're going to the image tool, which looks like this in Canvas. And we'll tell Canvas to upload a new image right here. We can drag the image onto the screen, or we can just pick it from our downloads folder or wherever we have it saved. Go ahead and click submit to get that in. Once your image is in the Canvas page, you can click on it and drag the corners to resize if you need to. Our second tip has to do with adding links and files to your homepage. Now, depending on the template that was used for your page, you might have an area for frequently used information. This would be a great place for those documents or those links that students and parents need access to on a regular basis. And if you don't have a section like this, feel free to add it to your homepage as well. The first thing I want to show you is how to add an additional link here. I'm going to make some space here, and then we'll make a link to, let's say, the Springs website. And so I did that by just typing out the name of whatever link that I want to create. And then the second step would be to highlight that text. Just click and drag over it. And then the next step would be using our link tool. So that's the tool up here in the toolbar. It says links. Looks like a little chain link icon. Go ahead and click the arrow here, and we're going to select external link. This is my favorite option because students won't lose their place in Canvas. Your Canvas page will stay there. They can come back to it if they need to. So we click external link, and then we'll go ahead and grab the link from the Springs website. Paste this into our link box and click done. And you can see now we have a nice blue link here. Now, what if you want to add not a link, but maybe a file, like a PDF document that you want students or parents to be able to download? You can actually do this pretty much the same way. Just create the text of the download that you want to appear on your page. In this case, I'm going to create a calendar link, and then I'll go ahead and select that text again. But instead of the link tool this time, I'm going to click on Documents. That's this page-looking icon, and I want to upload a new document to that place on my page. So same process as uploading the picture before. Make sure you have the document somewhere on your computer or in your downloads folder. In this case, I'm going to upload a calendar file, which is a PDF file, which is perfect for Canvas. PDFs work great. Click save, and I'm done. I have my calendar file right there. Here's what this looks like in our saved Canvas homepage. We have our link to the Springs website. That's going to pop up nicely in a new tab. Students can always go back to our homeroom. They're not going to lose it. And then here's that program calendar. Again, this was a file. And the nice thing about files in Canvas is students can click on them to get a preview of this document. From there, they can either download it or they can close it. There also is a download button right here. The down arrow does the same thing. That will download the file to their Chromebook or their computer. For our third tip, I want to combine actually the first two things that we learned, which is images and links. And I want to show you how to create a clickable image or clickable picture in your Canvas page, similar to these buttons that we have in this template for online programs. So if we go into our edit mode, and we scroll down to that section, online programs, we look at this closely, you can see these lines. This is actually just a table that we built in Canvas. Within the table, we've added these images for some programs that students might need access to, like iReady and STMath. And really all these are is it's just a picture of the logo, and then the logo is linked to that vendor's website. So we're going to go ahead and make one of these. If you don't have any more space, you can go to your table and you can add a additional row. You can insert row after or before. And if you don't have a table, but you want to add one, just make some space on your page and then go to the table tool, which is right here. And then you will add as many rows and columns as you want there. So I already have my extra row in place. And now I'm going to find an image for the Lexia website. So I've already done a quick search on Lexia, or you can search something like Lexia logo. Something like that will give you some pictures that you can add as a logo to your Canvas page. Let's just pick the first one. We're going to right click or control click on this save image as, because we need to save this to our computer. Let's go ahead and call it Lexia logo. And we'll go ahead and save that to our downloads folder. Now back in Canvas, just like we did with our profile picture, we're going to go to images, upload an image, choose the file. Should be here in our downloads folder. Go ahead and click on that, click submit. And we have a nice Lexia logo. From there, we can adjust the size if we need to, drag those corners smaller or larger. And you can see this is not really centered with my other images. That's because I need to click on this image and then use the alignment tool, change it from left alignment to center alignment. And there we have a nice image. Let's actually put it in the center column for now, just to make it look a little bit nicer. You can go ahead and save that to show you what it looks like. So here's our logo for Lexia. It's in line with our other images, but you'll notice when I click it, nothing happens, unlike these other links. That's because our image is not linked yet. So we need to go back into edit mode, find the page that I want to link to on the internet. So that's going to be our Lexia vendor site. Copy that link. And then down in our table where our image was, click on the image to highlight it. Remember, it has that blue line around it if it's highlighted. And then click the link tool. So you can actually link an image, not just text. We'll go ahead and make this an external link as well. That way students don't lose track of the Canvas page. Add that to the link box and click done. Save our page. Back here we can try it out. Students can click on this. They'll go directly to that website. We've gotten a great start to our homepage. We've updated our contact information. We've added some customized clickable images here for online programs. We've also added some links and some files that students can download. There's one more thing though that would make this more engaging, more welcoming to students. That's going to be a welcome video. This is something that's built into Canvas. Actually, there is a video recording option that's fairly easy to use. So let's check this out. Go ahead and create some space here. We'll call this welcome video. I'll go ahead and add a line to create some sections here. And then right here in the middle, this is where my video welcome is going to go. We have a video upload tool. It's called Record Upload Media. So go ahead and click that. Select the upload/record media option here. You see we have two options. We can drag and drop a movie file. Something like an MP4 file that you already have downloaded to your computer can be added right into your Canvas page. Or you can use the built-in recording feature, which works just as well. There I am. That's what it looks like. This is just working off your webcam and your webcam's microphone. Click the start button. Hello and welcome to our Canvas course. Make sure you check out all of the important links on the homepage, and let's have a great school year. Go ahead and click finish and then save. And that video will get embedded directly into your homepage. You can see there it is coming in. You want to keep your video as a rule to about maybe 2 to 3 minutes. Anything longer than that, it will take a long time for Canvas to process and upload. Especially if you go beyond 10 minutes, Canvas might actually not upload the whole video. So as a general rule, keep it short and sweet. So we'll go ahead and save our page to see the final version. There you go. We have a welcome video embedded in our course. Hello and welcome to our... For our next tip, we want to move on from the homepage and let's talk about announcements for just a minute. So announcements are a great way to increase engagement with your families, with your students. This is a message that you create from within your Canvas course and it gets automatically sent to students and parents. It goes out to parent emails as well. You also get a nice notification once they log into Canvas that there is a new announcement for your course. Let's take a look at how to do this. Now, one quick tip before I show you how to make the announcement is you do need to have your roster complete. That means you've gone into the people area for your course, you've enrolled your students. Parents will be enrolled automatically at that point. You don't have to worry about parent enrollments, but that way you can be sure that your announcement is reaching as many people as possible. To get started, after you've enrolled your users, click on the announcement button. And we can see a editing window. This is very similar to the Canvas homepage. Same features apply to announcements. You can add text, you can add images, you can add videos. Anything you can do with a homepage can be added to your announcement. You can also choose to attach a file, so very similar to sending an email. You can even choose to delay posting, so that means you can compose this announcement right now and then maybe send it at the end of the week or the beginning of the next week. If you would like users to be able to reply back to you, make sure you check this option, allow users to comment, and you can even allow likes on your announcements. So all in all, this is a great feature for increasing your engagement, increasing that communication and feedback with parents. Let them know how things are going through Canvas announcements. For tip number 6, let's take things up another notch and talk about modules for your Canvas course. And what we can do is we can build a welcome module. Now, if you have nothing yet in your modules, that's fine. You can get started by adding a new module with this plus module button in the right corner. Let's go ahead and give this a name and then click Add Module. You can see this basically drops in a box or a folder into the modules view where now you can start to add content. Modules are very flexible in terms of what you want to add to a course, whether it's files, you can create pages, assignments, even quizzes. You can add links and videos. So there's many good possibilities here. To get started, you'll want to click on the plus button for your module. This will give you a menu of different things you can add. Like we said, we have assignments, quizzes, files, pages, and more. Let's start with a file. And what you'll have here is a list of already existing files. I have some extra files in my template course, but I'm going to do create file instead, and then choose a new file that I want to upload to my module. Once I have my file selected from my computer, I'll go ahead and click Add Item. It's going to upload this to my Canvas course, and now I have my nice back to school checklist. You can even click over here on the right side and click Edit to just make this look a little bit prettier. Next thing I want to do is I want to create a page. So I'm going to go to the plus menu again and now choose the page option. I'm going to create a new page here. I'm going to add some information about portfolio samples for my class. So go ahead and give that page its name and then click Add Item. What this does is it gives you a blank page. So kind of like we had the home page, which was the start of our course, we're now creating some additional pages of information that can be available. This has an edit button just like our home page had, and you can add text, pictures, all the content that we talked about before can be used on a Canvas page. Once you're done, you can click Save to save a draft or an unpublished version of this page, or you can click Save and Publish. Publishing your page or any content in Canvas just makes it visible to your students and parents. Otherwise, if it's not published, it won't be visible. Let's go ahead and click back to our modules. So we have our back to school list. We have our portfolio sample information. One more thing we're going to add is a quick video. This is going to come in as a link. So an external URL is another term for a link in Canvas. I've gone to YouTube. I've grabbed a video for the first day of school. I'm going to copy that YouTube link, paste it in right here to my URL, give this a name, and click Add Item. Again, you want to make sure that you're publishing content when you're ready to share it. So I will click the Publish button here for my video. So my 3 items are published. The last thing I need to make sure is my module itself is published. Since I just created it, it is not. So click that Publish button. That way your module title will be visible and any other items within the module can also be seen by students and parents. Here's a quick look at our content that we just put in. So we have our checklist. This was a file. Image files are fine. PDF files are fine. This displays nicely in Canvas. Students and parents can click the next button to progress through your module. Here is our basic page in Canvas. Again, we could make this much more interactive with images and videos and things like that. Speaking of videos, here's our embedded video from YouTube. You'll just click the play button to start that. So for our last tip here, tip number 7, we are going to create a quiz. A self-graded quiz in Canvas is a great way just to check in with your students, see how they're doing. We can even do that for the first week of school if we want to review things like classroom rules and procedures. So to build a quiz into our first module, we're going to use that plus button again. Select the quiz option from the drop-down menu and create a new quiz. And we now have 2 options in Canvas for quizzes. We have new quizzes, which is a expanded, updated interface. This has some new question types for Canvas, including drag and drop and hotspot options. So that's definitely recommended that you check out. We also have the classic quizzes, which is a little bit simpler. Things like multiple choice, true, false, fill in the blank. So we're going to check out the new quizzes today. If you want to see more about new quizzes, we also have trainings for this in Bridge. I'm going to call this my week 1 wrap up and add that item to the module. You can see this comes in, as most things do, unpublished. That means you still have some time to work on this before you publish it and make it available to students. So here's what our quiz setup looks like. We can give this a point value if we want. We can assign a due date if we want. Once we've got those basic settings, we can click the build button. And this is going to bring us into our brand new quizzes editor. So we have some space here for instructions. There's my instructions. I'll click done to save those. Then we can add questions below by clicking on the blue plus button. We have all the options here. For fun, let's do a quick hotspot example. So click hotspot to start this. Title is optional, and then let's go ahead and add our question stem. We've got where's the best place to leave your backpack in the classroom. Now for the hotspot question, we obviously need an image for students to click on, so we're going to click in this box here to add our image. This is somebody's classroom. It's not my classroom, but it is something we can practice a hotspot with. So in order to build this, you're going to have to tell Canvas where's the correct area for students to click. So we want them to click onto these cubbies here below. So I can use the square tool and start that about here. Drag this over and down. Not quite perfect. That's probably fine, but I'll make it a little bit bigger just in case they click out of that range. They can still get it correct. Basically, you've told Canvas that if my students click in this blue area, this blue rectangle, they will get full credit for that point. And that's really it. We can make this worth 3 points if we want. You can add additional questions now underneath. But that's it for our quick quiz. You can also preview what this would look like in the student's point of view. Use that preview button. You can see they get the full picture, and then Canvas is going to check where they've clicked. If that's the correct area, you can see they'll get full points. So they got 3 out of 3. And there you go. We've got a quick Canvas quiz to sum up our week. Make sure, again, that you've published this when you're ready to display that to students. If you have any more questions about Canvas or how to get started, make sure you're exploring our help menu. This is built right into the Canvas interface. We've got lots of great teacher courses, design courses. We have a full Canvas learning library now available in Bridge. So check out those resources, and thank you for watching.